another jaded night. All I gotta say, it's another jaded night. Another jaded night.
Hello, GB. Welcome to Jade Nights. I'm your host, Paku Lee.
And I'm Matt List. We have a great show planned for you today, besides drinking Monster as I'm talking today because I love Monster.
We have wacky news with Brandon Pethke. Yes. He will also be in the studio later with Matt List with Is That Normal?
Right you are, Paku, and let's not forget Andy, who has another special message for our viewers and Battle of the Sexes, where we'll have a relay race between one guy and one girl. And us boys have to catch up with this one.
But first, we have Sophia on again with Whoopi, marry, or banish. I personally would marry, maybe Zac Efron, banish. The Situation, and Whoopi with, George Clooney?
I totally agree with that one. If I had to choose, I'd totally Whoopi Brad Pitt, though, but who wouldn't?
I don't know.
Hi, welcome back to another week of Whoopi Banish Mary. We have a brand new list of celebrities and students. Let's see what they say. Hi, Audrey. If you were stranded on an island with Johnny Depp, would you rather Whoopi Banish or marry him?
Probably marry. He's a nice guy.
Probably marry because he's really talented and he's good looking. I guess.
I'm gonna say marry because with his movie experience, I'd say he'd be able to get some sea turtles and get us off the island, and that'd be pretty sweet.
Banish probably. He's too much of a pirate for me. I would probably banish him just because he has too much facial hair for me.
How about Channing Tatum?
I don't really know who he is, so let's say banish.
I'd say marry, especially with the vow and everything. I like him.
Probably marry too. Got some good moves.
I'll marry him. Definitely marry him.
Can you give us a reason why?
He's attractive. He's very attractive. I would marry him, and probably because he could fend for me and protect me, and he's just gorgeous.
And Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother?
Let's just go with marry. Sounds like a good idea. I really don't know. Because, that's why.
Marry. He's my favorite character, so.
Gonna say, it's Neil Patrick Harris. How can you not say marry? He's adorable. And he sings. That's all. So yeah, Neil Patrick Harris, marry.
Banish him. So why? To womanizer. I'd probably banish him because he's gay. And
Hi, Shantae. If you're stranded alone on an island with Betty White, would you rather Whoopi, banish, or marry her?
Betty White. Well, she's pretty famous. I'd have to say I'd marry her.
Can you give us a reason why?
Just great woman in comedy, I guess. Don't want to waste that. Plus, she makes the big money, so might as well take that.
I'd have to say banish, just because Betty White's cool, but it's not really my style,
I would probably marry her because she's amazing, even though she's really old.
I'd probably banish Betty White.
Can you give us a reason why?
I'm not too familiar with her, and she seems like she'd have kind of an uppity attitude. I don't know.
How about Scarlett Johansson?
Scarlett Johansson. I would just have to say Whoopi. She, not bad looking girl. Not bad looking.
So now that's something different. She's done some movies that I've actually enjoyed. So I suppose I'd probably go for the marry.
I have no idea who that is, so we'll banish.
Scarlett Johansson. I'd marry because I wouldn't want to Whoopi. I just don't think that'd be the right way to approach something like that. But she's really attractive, and I'd probably marry her.
How about Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj, I would have to say banish. She's a great girl, great singer, but I just can't stand her voice in music. It sounds like she's rubbing against nails on a chalkboard. I just can't stand it.
Banished. Totally banished. Just gone right off the bat. Just banished.
Do I get to do all three options? We will banish her too because I think she's probably annoying.
Nicki Minaj. Once again, I'm not too familiar with her, but I'd probably banish her.
Now back to the studio to Professor Matt List.
Thanks, Sophia. Coming up after the break, we have our wacky news with Brandon Pethke. Also coming after, we have our entertainment update with Andy and Battle of the Sexes with Muscles Mike and Hillary.
All that and more after the break.
Yeah.
watching Flash TV.
So we're talking about movies now.
Movies?
Yeah.
What kind of movies?
I'm thinking horror movies. Horror movies. It's the season.
The season to be jolly?
I'm thinking the season to get down and stab somebody with a bloody used knife while chasing them through a forest.
It's always a good time for that.
One more thing. I'm thinking not just horror movies, but how about some good kids movies too we should throw in there.
You think pornos would be bad taste?
I'm not sure, Riley. I've never tasted a porno before.
Taxi!
I'm Eric Toms, and you are watching Flash TV.
Welcome back to Jade Nights for the entertainment you want to see on a flashy basis. We're about to go into wacky news with Brandon Pethke, where he will bring you an update on the most recent wacky news from around the world.
Hello Jeebs, welcome to another segment of Wacky News. I'm your host, Brandon Pethke. Let's dive right in. First story comes out of France, a village called Nantes. Apparently a French man is taking Google to court last Thursday, over a photo that was published online by their Street Views. It basically showed him urinating in his front yard, which he believes made him the laughingstock of his village. My question is, where does this man live where it's okay to urinate in your front yard? Oh, wait a minute. He lives in a village in rural northwest France. Well, that explains it right there. And as if this guy wasn't crazy enough, he's asking for exactly $13,300 in damages. Who put it? Did his lawyer put that number up there? What? I don't understand how he got to that number, but, whatever. The guy's nuts. Our next story comes straight out of Madison, Wisconsin, and boy, does it make me proud. Apparently, this guy walks into a Denny's in Madison and goes into the manager's office and declares himself the new manager of the restaurant, even though the manager of that restaurant was already there at the time. He then proceeded to go into the kitchen and make himself a meal. I'm sorry, but this is just badass. I'm assuming the guy was drunk because it did take place in Wisconsin. But yeah, police finally did show up and did arrest him. It doesn't say whether or not he actually got to finish his meal. I'm assuming the cops were kind of cool about it though. And, you know, since this guy has such big cojones, they let him just finish his grand slam before they took him to the slammer. Our next story isn't so much a news story. I mean, it kind of is, but it's more just a commentary on my part. I want to say how outraged I am that my tax money is going towards a war in the Middle East when we have bigger problems at home, such as Snooki getting pregnant. I mean, she's actually procreating. Do you believe that? I can't believe our government isn't doing more to stop abominations such as. I mean, the last thing we need is more, what does she call them, juice head, gorilla, monkey, Guido Italians running around on our East Coast. I mean, that's the last thing we need. Anyways, that's all I got for today. You stay green, Jeeves.
Hello, friend.
Oh my.
Thanks, Brandon, for that very informative and professional journalism that you brought to Jaded Nights. That was some wacky news, but up next we are going to change it up and show a video that Andy made for our viewing pleasure. Andy?
Are you filming this?
No.
Nice.
Can you?
What do you mean? The camera's in his hand. It's not
Yeah.
funny.
This is what it's going to be on Facebook after Orb Store, us trying to just. Okay, we got it. Yeah, maybe this should be a possible.
I'm totally down for the physical humor.
That's all you gotta do. You take it in the middle and work it around.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, it's so close. I can feel it.
I can't. It's gonna pop open in about 2 seconds.
No, no, that's the way.
Okay, then he said, well, either end. Then, what is this? No, like,
Oh, the thing.
Hey, Gad.
I like how me and that was in one way, you didn't
Thanks for that intriguing and informative package, Harbs. It is really great. But now we have something you'll actually enjoy, and that's Is It Normal with my friend Brandon Petke. How's it going?
It's going good, Matt. How are you today?
I'm good.
Fantastic. All right, we're going to jump right in here. First, is it normal question? Is it normal to have a friend that is 18 and still likes Legos?
No question in my mind. Totally okay.
That is definitely okay.
I am 22 right now, and I love Legos.
I love Legos too. There's a big difference though. When I was a kid, I had a lot more senses about me, I guess. Like I could actually just see in the dark, so I'd never step on them. Now, like I woke up hungover, and they're just everywhere. Even in broad daylight, I still step on them, and that hurts. I don't know if you know. On the pain, there's a pain index on the planet, and this is the highest ranking thing is stepping on Legos. Yeah. Next to getting stung by a Brazilian fire ant, I believe it is, and a box jellyfish.
The thing is, like with Legos, like I always stepped on it when I was a kid because that's just what I did. I'd kick stuff and step on it because I was a klutz, kind of. Yeah. But my thing with Legos now is it sucks. First world problems. When I'm shuffling through my Legos, I can't hear the TV.
Yeah, that is an issue.
And I'd get yelled at when I was a kid for doing that.
I just turn it up louder.
The Legos?
Yep.
Anyway, so we're in agreement. It's normal.
It is normal. And actually, let's get to the vote here. It is voted as being 88% normal. So most of the users that saw this one definitely thought it was normal.
Hey, they're well-adjusted individuals.
Definitely. All right, next one. Is it normal that I like to roll up lint? This person goes on to say, I like to collect tiny lint from my bed sheets and roll them up into tiny balls. I normally collect them until they're about the size of an eraser on the end of a pencil. Then I roll them into a ball or squish them together with my thumb and pointer finger. I throw it away when the lint turns gray in color or becomes hard like a pebble. Then I make a new one. How do you feel about lint rolling, Matt?
Well, at first, I was okay with it because it's like, oh, if you see some lint, like, you just roll it up and throw it away. And I'm thinking, that's totally fine, but to save it...
It sounds like they're rolling it for hours.
It seems like, they're like, and saving it, which is a little...
A little weird. Like a bag? Like they have like a Ziploc bag?
Well, yeah, no, like, if you go to that person's place, are they just going to have, like, little lint balls lined up across their desk or something, like a Coke line?
Last time I'd go there.
Oh, yeah. I'd intrigue as what it is because it might look like little pebbles, which would be weird in itself. But.
Lint freaks me out. I have an irrational fear of lint, to be honest.
Dryer lint doesn't bother me.
Well, dryer lint is the worst kind because it can start your house on fire in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, but there's nothing more embarrassing than if you're with someone else and they see you have belly button lint. That's my least favorite lint.
I don't mind belly button lint. Mine's hilarious.
Well,
it tells jokes.
It doesn't bother me.
When I'm shaving in the morning, if I still have some lint in there. Hilarious. It's a perfect wake me up.
Yeah.
So far, there has literally been no votes on this one, so I can't tell you if it's normal or not.
That's for each person to decide.
I think, yeah. Do you think? So you say no?
At first, maybe. At first, I was like, okay, but then the collecting and rolling for hours is just a little.
That's
much.
A little too serial killer-ish, I think.
Yeah.
Whose lint are they? It can't be all their lint.
They must have.
Like eventually, they'd run out of lint, wouldn't they? They have to collect the lint from other places.
Because I don't get that much lint.
Cocktail parties turn into lint parties. That's weird. I vote not normal as well.
No.
Because of the collection
not
thing.
Normal.
Okay.
They had us at first, but lost me pretty quickly.
Yeah. Last one, and I still can't tell about this one. Is it normal to be afraid of squirrels? She goes on to say, absolutely terrified of squirrels. Their tails make me disgusted for the most part. I feel like they're going to attack me. Whenever I'm walking by myself, they always seem to be there, and I have to take a different route to get to the place I need to go because I don't want to encounter the squirrel. Is it normal, or does anyone else share this fear?
I can understand being afraid of, like, wild invalids, like squirrels.
Yeah.
But usually the defense of squirrels is that their tail is cute. And he or she, I'm not sure, specifically mentions that the tail is, like, the worst part of the squirrel.
Right.
So I'm not afraid of squirrels. But I suppose I can understand why someone might be.
I am terrified of squirrels.
Really?
Mainly because from lessons learned in my life, all of the cute things in nature are just there to kill you. Polar bears, koala bears, any kind of bears really.
But koala bears aren't really bears.
But they'll still kill you. Kangaroos seem harmless enough, but
they
will demolish you. Yeah.
They will fight you.
They have giant feet they use to kick. Ridiculous. Well, so this one... Actually, What?
One of my favorite shows growing up as a kid was Chip and Dale, the Rescue Rangers.
I loved it too.
And
they were chipmunks though.
Yeah, but they had squirrel friends.
Yeah, I guess.
And rat friends, so that like kind of was like, oh, they're small and furry, they're cool, and they wear little jackets. That's cool.
I always wanted a squirrel as a pet, but they have those beady black little eyes.
But so does like a lot of things.
And those things are all
like
trying to kill
sharks.
you. That brings me back to my point before. Everything is on this planet exists to destroy the human race. This one was voted to be 25% normal, so not that normal.
I'll agree
I guess
with that.
more people agree that they're more cute than they are harmful.
I don't think they're necessarily cute, but I'm not frightened by them.
They're like kitties, just different.
I like Maru. I love Maru.
Yes, Maru.
We're getting off on the tangent.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that's all I have.
I say not normal.
You say not normal for
Not
that
normal.
one? I'm gonna say not. I don't know if it's not normal. I don't think it's rational.
Fair
'Cause
enough.
I don't think they pose that big of a threat. Not yet, anyway.
Until they get organized.
Until they evolve and start having laser beams on their foreheads and whatnot.
Anyways, well, that was Is It Normal with my friend Brandon Pethke here.
Thanks, Matt.
What's next? We'll throw it to a commercial.
Welcome to All About Sports. I am your host Sanjay Murthy. I am a new phone exchange student and I am learning the new ways of Flash TV.
Welcome to On the Ball Sports. I'm your host Pierce Koss, and these are my gurus. You can check us out weekdays at 10, 1, 4, and 7 as we take a deeper look into the sports world and go balls deep on it.
So we're talking about movies now.
Movies?
Yeah.
What kind of movies?
I'm thinking horror movies. Horror movies. It's the season.
The season to be jolly?
I'm thinking the season to get down and stab somebody with a bloody used knife while chasing them through a forest.
It's always a good time for that.
One more thing. I'm thinking not just horror movies, but how about some good kids movies too we should throw in there.
Do you think pornos would be bad taste?
I'm not sure, Riley. I've never tasted a porno before.
Taxi!
Hi, my name is Hillary Presby, and you're watching Flash TV. He's doing it.
Yeah, it's good to be a sheep.
Hi, I'm the Green Man's Apprentice, and this is Flash TV.
Welcome back to Jade Nights, where it's almost time for another challenge of the Battle of the Sexes, where two of our very own Flash TVers will compete. But first, let's give it to Andy, where he has entertainment update of what's going on around Green Bay for the next couple weeks.
Hey guys, I'm Andy Harbez with your Jaded Nights update. First off, we got Ladies Night coming up this Wednesday on the 28th, where Lauren Ashley Bishop, a comedian, is going to be performing in the Phoenix Club around 8 p.m. Also, we got cheap seats this weekend from the 29th through the 1st, which is Joyful Noise. Joyful Noise is a newer movie with Queen Latifah and Dolly Parton about telling a story of an unlikely partnership between two strong-minded women who are forced to work together to save a small-town gospel choir after budget cut threatens to shut them down. Should be a good one, and times vary from 4 p.m., 6:30, and 9. Also, we got Mix Mash Monday on April 2nd with Fun with Baked Goods, and the Cloud Comes at 5 p.m. Lastly, for all you seniors about to graduate this May, we have the Senior Resource Fair on March 4th from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. in the Phoenix Rooms. That's all we got here for entertainment. I am Andy Harmeth, and back to you guys.
Thanks, Andy. Well, it's that time again where we have the battle of all battles, the battle of the sexes.
That's right. We have our very own Sarah Scher from Flash TV to represent the girls.
And we have our man Harbs from Jaded Nights to help us get our first victory.
We'll see about that. These two will have to do some difficult task where it can be anyone's game. But enough of me talking. Let's give it to Hillary and Michael for Battle of the Sexes.
Get 'em.
Welcome to another episode of Battle of the Sexes. I'm your host, Hillary Presti, and this is my co-host, Michael Richmond.
On this week's episode, we're going to have both a physical and a mental challenge. Hillary, let's walk them through it.
Okay, let's go. Okay. First, our competitors are going to take 100 jumps with the jump rope. Then they're going to run down this hall. And then they have to chug the contents of this glass and then answer the riddle on the bottom.
Met and rule.
I don't even know what to guess. What gets wetter, the more it dries. Can I follow Michael? Michael!
You got it! Ha!
Thanks for watching another episode of Battle of the Sexes.
If you're interested in starring in a future episode, send us an email at www.flashtv.com.
Well, I have some great news. The girls won Battle of the Sexes. Right, Matt?
I thought when we switched from muscles to Harbs we'd have a chance, but...
Why would you think that?
Well, that's all we got for Jaded Nights. And remember, your night's been jaded.
I gotta say. It's another jaded night.